Milton from a hurricanes expert.
October 9th, we're watching Hurricane Milton's final approach to west central Florida, moving northeastward, landfall just several hours away now as of this recording. Expected.
Okay, this is too much. This is too nerdy. All right. I have friends and family who are in Georgia, and my friend's whole garage was flooded, much more damage than Hurricane Helene. One of the craziest things I've actually watched on my TikTok feed, I've been seeing a lot of this, like people doing prep for the hurricane before they leave and stuff. There's this guy who's in Tampa, I think, or in one of the places where, like, you know, it's about to, you know, it's going to make impact. It's got like 15 feet storm surge or whatever the prediction is, right? And the dude is like, oh yeah, I have Flex Seal. He put his goddamn Lambo on a jack, okay? He put his goddamn Lambo on a jack. Is on Daytona Beach. Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'm glad that you guys saw it too. This motherfucker, bro, I swear to God. He's like, oh, don't worry, guys. I'm putting my fucking Lamborghini on a fucking car lift in my garage. And also, I found this thing where apparently as soon as the water hits, it like automatically turns into a dam. We were going to put that at the bottom of the garage, and we're going to use Flex Seal. The amount of faith that you are placing on Flex Seal is crazy. Okay? Are you out of your mind? I was looking at that and I'm like, dog, it's over. Like your fucking Ferrari or Lamborghini or whatever the fuck it is, it's gone. Okay? Someone please update me post hurricane about this house specifically. Like, why don't you just drive it away, dog? What are you doing? If you care about it that much, drive it away, brother, because I'm going to tell you right now, dude, that shit's not surviving. That's crazy. Just drive it away, man. All the money he had for gas and hotels was spent on the Corvette, duh. Like, I don't get it. Drive it away somewhere else. Like, literally drive it away from the fucking vicinity of where the hurricane is going to make impact, where the storm surge is, and just leave it there for a couple days, maybe a week. This shit, like, how is this working? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, if you care about your car that much, why don't you just drive it away? I don't get it. Defiant World, what is this? I mean, is this another one of these like L accounts or whatever? They blocked me, it seems.
With the Flex Seal King, using his Flex Seal on top of the spray foam to stop the floodwaters from going into the motorcycle showroom here. His rubberized coatings will keep the spray foam from falling apart, and it will save the business. Now it's waterproof. Now that section is waterproof. We're going to do another section.
What?
This is Ed Castro.
Dude, what's really funny about that is the wind speeds that we're talking about and the debris that we're talking about is going, like, there are so many things that could explode those windows, okay? Like, even if the Flex Seal were to work, what is hilarious about this entire process is that you got windows, dog. All it takes is one jet ski from your neighbor to just fly directly into the window and it's gone. It's done. I don't understand how these guys live in the state of Florida for extended periods of time and have still not figured out how hurricanes work. I lived there for a year. And let me tell you, I very quickly understood how this shit works. How have you been living there your whole life and you still just like do not understand the concept?
Flex Seal King of Daytona Beach. And listen, if you want to buy a motorcycle, come on over here on Friday when we're back open again. We'll sell you a motorcycle.
No, you won't. No, you won't. That's crazy. He's like, nah, you don't understand, brother. But Who the fuck is gonna want to buy a Harley Davidson in the middle of the recovery and relief efforts? Like, this guy is out of his mind, dude. Bro, we need to open the schools. We need to make it illegal to do homeschooling. We need to make it illegal to have private schools. And we need to immediately fund the public schools, like tomorrow, yesterday. Okay? Yeah, this man is the crazy guy. He's Lieutenant Dan or whatever. He's a fucking also another nutty guy. He's all over TikTok too. I gotta pee real quick. Here, watch this man explain his situation while I go pee.
The people that are new, explain to them why you're deciding to stick out a Category 5, one of the worst hurricanes in Tampa history, out on a 20-foot sailboat in Tampa Harbor.
My faith in God. I don't put my faith in man. God told me to come out here and get a boat. I came out here and got a boat. And everything that he's been telling me over the last 2 days is I'm doing the right thing. He's got my back. I'm in good shape. I ain't sweating it. We're going to ride this one out. We got set up the way we know what we're doing. And as long as the water just keeps rising, we'll be fine.
Will you be wearing a life jacket?
Hell no.
Are you going to be able to swim if it need be?
In circles.
Can you swim with one leg or what?
Yeah, I can float like a damn champ. But swimming, I just go in circles.
So the plan's just to stick it out here?
Yeah. I mean, the water's going to come in, it's going to rise. If you're on land, it's going to flood, you're risking drowning. I'm in a boat. The boat goes up with the water. So even if the boat goes up 100 feet in the air, I'm going to be up 100 feet in the air with the water. So it's really, the safest place in the world to be is on my boat. And I got room for one more female.
Give the people some words of wisdom out there.
Just, you know what to do. Just be safe. Don't do stupid shit.
Can I say something? This attitude is the exact same attitude that I had when I was a child. And I always thought, like, if I jump right as the elevator is about to hit the ground, I'll survive. Like, what he is demonstrating right here is identical to, like, me being a kid and thinking, oh, if the elevator falls when I'm in it, I'll just jump right before the moment of impact and I'll survive it. I swear to God, it's the same mentality. Okay? It is straight up. Oh my God. It is so bad, brother. It is so bad. Boat goes up though. You think about that. No hurricanes here in Texas. It's on the same ocean as Florida. Why? Texas is not a swing state. I'm done. I mean, dude, you can convince these people anything. Like, you can convince these people to do anything. Do you understand? You can convince them to vote for the Republican Party. That's for sure. There's a rumor that went around after 9/11 that a guy fell out of the tower, landed in a door, and made his way to safety at the bottom so of surging the wreckage as it would fall. This was obviously not true, but it was told by someone who very much believed it. Stop doing these. You keep making my daughter cry every time you do this, brother. Sorry. Okay, let's listen to Lieutenant Dan once again. I was peeing and you probably couldn't hear it because it was not loud enough, but here it is.
All right, Dan, the people that are new, explain to them why you're deciding to stick out a Category 5, one of the worst hurricanes in Tampa history, out on a 20-foot sailboat.
Famously, boats are the safest. You know, when you're out on water and you get caught up in a storm, you're the safest. Famously.
In Tampa Harbor.
My faith in God. I don't put my faith in man. God told me to come out here and get a boat. I came out here and got a boat. And everything that he's been telling me over the last 2 days is I'm doing the right thing. He's got my back. I'm in good shape. I ain't sweating it. We're going to ride this one out. We got set up the way we know what we're doing. And
You're not going to ride this one out. You're going to die. I'm just letting you know. You're not riding this one out. You're not floating this one out. You're dying. This is just, there is no difference between what this guy is doing and just like taking a gun and just, you know, being like, oh yeah, I love playing around with this when it's loaded. And, you know, I love putting it in and around my temple and pulling the trigger, see what happens, you know, like that's it. And the funniest part about it is that, like, the fact that he is on a boat makes it more likely that he is going to die. Okay? Maybe by some stroke of luck, you fucking, you wait it out. You have enough food in your fucking attic or something. You don't get blown away and the water levels don't reach you and you have enough energy and then your first responders come and get you maybe in a couple days. Okay? That's an unlikely scenario, but let's say that could happen. You being on this boat, you're definitely dead. Like there's no... 3 p.m. EST Milton update. I know we just went through this, but the NHC just put out an update, and I would like everyone to have the most accurate and updated information. Milton is a Cat 4 barely, with winds of 130 miles. Barely. With winds of 130 miles per hour and a minimum pressure of 948 millibars. The NHC is urging people to take tornado warnings seriously and shelter if there is one in their area. Look at the tattoo on his stomach. That's what he thinks a tiger looks like. My man needs help. That's an interesting way to figure out that this man is not well.
And as long as the water just keeps rising, we'll be fine.
Will you be wearing a life jacket?
Hell no.
Are you gonna be?
I mean, to be fair to him, I don't think a life jacket is saving him at that point anyway. So he might as well not, Yeah, it's just, fuck's a life jacket gonna do, dude? What the fuck is a life jacket gonna do for him at that point? Explain how a floating boat will be affected by a storm surge. It is water. What do you think happens to boats when they're out sailing in the water and a storm occurs? Not even like a fucking category 3, category 4 hurricane, just a tropical storm. Hasan, it literally floats. Storm surges can't affect floating things. The storm surge is not the only concern for him, and you're also wrong, because no expert boater is going to be able to navigate through the storm surge that is filled to the fucking brim with debris with 130-mile winds, dude. What are you talking about? The boat does not float permanently, okay? It is going to capsize. He is going to die. I can't tell if it's a meme or not, or if we are just like, I bet 500 that he lives, so we'll see who's right then. Yeah, he is going to live because apparently they forced him to evacuate. So you're not wrong. He is most likely going to live, not because he stayed on the boat, but because apparently, according to the mayor of Tampa, the mayor of Tampa said that they like forced him to evacuate.
Be able to swim if it need be.
In circles.
Can you swim with one leg or what?
Yeah, I can float like a damn champ, but swimming I just go.
No, they didn't. That's fake. He's still on the boat. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, never mind.
So the plan's just to stick it out here?
Yeah, I mean, the water's gonna come in, it's gonna rise. If you're on land, it's gonna flood, you're risking drowning. I'm in a boat. The boat goes up with the water. So even if the boat goes up 100 feet in the air, I'm gonna be up 100 feet in the air with the water. So
yeah,
it's really the safest place in the world.
Yeah, the safest place in the world. What? He's been milkshake ducked? Oh, wow. A crackhead who is about to die in the next 24 hours is not a good guy? Oh, well. Oh, me. Oh, my. I am so shocked. Lieutenant Dan is a digital creator who started GoFundMe 3 weeks ago. He has 4 names and was arrested for battering. Wait, what? Battering a law enforcement officer with a violin. He's already up to 20,000 and has accepted the mayor's offer for shelter. I hate grifters. Okay, he sounds cooler now. Now I want to give him money. Brian Enton. For everyone worried about Lieutenant Dan, I just talked to him. His real name is Joseph Malinowski. He says he's going to stay on a sailboat in the Tampa Bay.
Everybody's worried about you.
Who's worried about it?
It's all over TikTok.
Everybody, across the country.
I'm gonna go live in a minute.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm gonna be fine.
I don't think people realize you're so close to down. I mean, you could just get off if something bad happened. You know what I mean?
Also, dude, when I found out, okay, Brian Enton exposing his real name, all of a sudden things make a lot more sense. That's a beautiful Polish man right there. Maybe he will survive, okay? That's a beautiful Polish man right there, okay? What do you mean? I'll survive. Hello? My boat floats. Oh, that's yeah. I've tactically ascertained that this is a Polish type of person. Oh, dude. God damn.
I'm not going anywhere because the safest place to be is on a boat in a flood. Okay, we learned that with Noah. Everybody that stayed on land drowned. Noah.
We learned that with Noah, like he means the ark. Is he talking about Noah's ark? Yo! This guy is awesome. Yeah, he'll be laughing now. You won't be laughing. This motherfucker, oh my God, dude. Americans are so awesome. Straight up. I'm back. I'm back in. I'm back in. I'm back. Americans are the best, dude.
Noah and the animals lived. So I'm fine.
Do you have any animals?
No, I wish I did.
Okay.
I could use 2 females.
I love people calling him a grifter, by the way. Like, he is a crackhead. Like, I don't think you can be a grifter if you're a crackhead. I mean, I guess you could, but like, he's just an insane person. I feel like you have to be extra dumb if you are somehow sucked into a scheme that this person has put forward, you know? It's kind of on you at that point, right? Like, grifting requires a little, like, your mental faculties to be in somewhat in order. Like, I feel like Tim Pool is a grifter, right? Oh, I'm a centrist, I'm a liberal. Like, that's a grift. He's not. He's lying deliberately, right? And it's not like he's super smart, but obviously he's, you know, he's somewhat mentally competent. This man, on the other hand, crackhead. At this point, when he says like, oh no, Noah's Ark survived, like, that's a crazy person. It's kind of on you at that point. Like, if you look at this person and you go, no, that's my guy, like, I think this is going to be, you know, I believe him, then, you know, that's kind of on you. I feel like you kind of deserve to get duped by this guy.
Well, you got all the news crews right here during the storm, so you can just, you know, if you need anything. Everybody's worried about you,
I know,
buddy.
everybody's worried about me. Everybody wants me to get off the boat. People don't. Being that I'm tied up to the cleat on the dock there, that's secured in the concrete, which is secured to all this thing. I have a secured anchor point. I'm tied to the boat. If the tide goes up, I go up. As long as the water stays out of the boat, I'll be fine. And the wind is, it's not a tornado. It's not going to get lifted up and thrown into Kansas. Okay, it's not like that. I'm not suicidal, but I'm putting it in God's hands and taking it out of mine and man's.
All right.
So I'm sitting tight. I'm going to play it out.
Well, like I said, we're all right up here, so if you need anything, everybody's parked right here, okay?
And I love you all, and I thank you for the concern. But I'm not nutty. I'm just doing what my father told me to do, and I'm doing it, and I'm being me. I don't go with the grain. I'm against the grain because it's all just, you're all robots. You're all sheep following the masses. And I'm the black sheep. I'm the one that does what I feel is right. And I don't care what anybody says or wants to do about it. I do what I think is right. And since God found me 10 years ago when I found him, and he's been my right hand all along. He told me to come here, I'm here. And I'm putting my life in his hands.
Inshallah, brother, you will ride this out. Inshallah, brother, you will survive this, okay? Everybody breathing in the air, fucking sheep. I'm gonna hold my breath.
I'm gonna go home tonight because he's calling me over not to do.
Like, what does he think is gonna happen when the water levels rise? And in that process, his boat directly fucking slams into like the first building. Like, has he not thought about this? Does he think that the storm surge just goes boom? One moment one moment the ocean level is here, next moment the ocean level is here, and magically you just avoid all of the debris? Like, what? Like, how is that? You're so dumb. He tied it to that dock. How could it bump into a building? He said his boat rides above in the last video. Yeah, but the boat is not going to ride above the buildings and the electrical poles and the so many things he can hit before we even consider 135 miles per hour winds that will slam things into his boat. The boat is capsizing.
Well, we'll check on you, okay?
Thank
We'll
you.
be up here and we'll check on you.
I appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank you, sir. Stay
Thank you.
safe. You got some time to rest. All right.
I only got about 2 hours.
Like that, he's slamming into that right there, okay? That's what he's slamming into. Extremely grim series of words
You
here.
got ramen noodles and that's it. I did not plan for this shit, man. Fuck. I didn't even bring 2 packs. I brought 1 pack. It's probably expired anyways. Shit. Okay.
Bro, Florida is the most kick streamer coded state of all time. It makes total perfect sense, dude. It makes total perfect sense for people in Florida to behave like this. They used to behave like this without the camera and without a live streaming service where they can like commit suicide publicly, let others enjoy the show, I guess. Like, I don't know why people like this kind of morbid ass thing.
Okay. I think it's starting to calm down just a tad. Okay, let's look at the lake. We gotta look at the lake. Look at the lake. It's starting to come up. Or the pond, or the lake, or the ocean, or the...
That's a good spot. I think standing right next to the edge of a body of water is probably the best spot to be in, I think. They famously always say, get near a body of water during a storm surge. He has an air mattress, he will float. Just like fucking Lieutenant Dan, you know?
Shit! Hold on, I'm not lagging. Everybody...
It is really flooded pretty much everywhere. Yeah, it's completely flooded. It's getting bad out here.
This has got to be an older video. There's no way. Why did you ever leave Florida? I mean, look. That's from last week. Oh, this is from old video. It's not dark yet. Yeah, this got to be from Helene.
What do we got going here, Lieutenant Dan? What are you thinking? There we go.
That way when I bang in, it has more freedom than what the hell is there, because I'll bang right into the wall.
There we go.
Hasan, he's not that brave. I was walking my dog and about 5 of my neighbors were also out. Tampa Mayor confirmed Lieutenant Dan was evacuated like 2 hours ago. No, it turns out he isn't. Brian Enton says he's right there. He's staying put.